Once a tree is infected, there is no cure, and it can be the cause of millions of acres of crops dying off. Do you love oranges or lemons? Do your kids love getting those cute little mandarin oranges with their lunches? Well, you might be shocked to know that the USDA has actually had a quarantine going on for a lot of the citrus crops that are grown in the US. In fact, entire states are under the quarantine. Welcome to the Daily Greens. I'm Little Green Kitty. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and turn on the bell notifications. That way you don't miss any of our videos or our live streams. I was really shocked today when I saw a notice by the USDA that they have had to expand a quarantine area in Texas. To be quite honest, I didn't even know that there was any kind of quarantine going on regarding citrus plants at all. Apparently it's very serious and it's spreading. The bulletin dated December 2nd, 2019 said effective immediately, the USDA's Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service, in cooperation with the Texas Department of Agriculture and the Texas citrus industry, is expanding the area quarantine for citrus greening in Texas. APHIS is adding all of Brazoria, Galveston, and Jim Hogg counties in Texas. APHIS is taking this action because of citrus greening detections in plant tissue samples collected in multiple locations in Texas. The bulletin goes on to list all of the areas that are all under quarantine. There have been multiple locations in California, South Carolina, Louisiana, entire states like Florida, Georgia, Alabama, entire territories and areas like the U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa, are all quarantined either due to this disease or due to the insect that spreads the disease. The disease that we're talking about is called citrus greening, and while it doesn't pose any threat to humans or animals, it does turn the fruit of the plant bitter, green, and misshapen, making it unsuitable for sale or for juice. The disease is caused by a bacterium. The bacterium is spread by the Asian Citrus Psyllid, which is an insect that can be no larger than the head of a pin. Even if there is no evidence of the insect or its larva on a plant, even moving the citrus plant itself can still spread the disease. Many different kinds of citrus are at risk for this. Multiple kinds of oranges, key lime, kumquat, lemon, lime, tangerines, and pomelos, to name a few. This tiny little insect, the Asian Citrus Psyllid, can cause other damage to crops as well, but citrus greening is one of the most serious citrus plant diseases in the world. Once a tree is infected, there is no cure, and it can be the cause of millions of acres of crops dying off. The infected insect spreads the disease as it feeds on the leaves of the stems of citrus trees. Once the Asian Citrus Psyllid picks up the disease, it carries it for the rest of its life. Citrus greening is then spread by moving infected plants and plant materials such as budwood and even leaves. Most infected trees die within a few years, and this citrus greening disease is putting the future of citrus in the United States at risk. It's important to be aware of these things if you're a prepper, gardener, or farmer, obviously, and the USDA does have a lot of really good resources on their websites, so make sure that you make use of those. But it's also very important for the rest of us to be aware of these things as well. We've seen a lot of mass recalls lately due to E. coli and other contaminants, and when these mass recalls keep happening, it can lead to food shortages. In the long run, food prices will go up, and that can cause a big issue for a lot of us. So make sure you're aware of this, and even if you don't know anybody that you can share this information with or that you think that can make use of this, if you just hit that thumbs up button, that will help the algorithm be able to promote the information. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and spending your time with us. Remember that you can find all of the resources that we've gone through on our website, thedailygreens.org, and you can also follow us on Twitter @dailygreensnips is our handle. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the bell notifications icon. That way you don't miss any of our videos or our live streams. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day.